Hello, people. Tim Tunnicliffe here. End of day 5 on the Great Rugger Run, raising funds for the My Name's Doddy Foundation, the 4Ed campaign, and the Freddie Crisp Trust, trying to get a world free of MND. And it has been a lovely day today, actually. It's been pretty much just gentle downhills, not too many uphills, and yeah, decent weather as well. And we're here now at Llanelli Wanderers. Fabulous clubhouse, and we're going to go inside now to the gym to talk to somebody who might be able to tell us something about this area. Here we go.
Too much sitting down in the gym.
What's your name? What's your name, sir? And what do you do here?
Richards, first team player plus team manager. The tots as well on a Saturday morning. So yeah, just going to chat about the gym first and foremost.
Yeah, absolutely. So just tell me, how long has this been in place?
So this has actually been up about 6 months now or so. About halfway through last season. So we're very lucky to have this facility now for the boys to train in. Obviously keep themselves in shape off the pitch. And also if it's not too nice, during the week, like unfortunately we get a lot of here in Wales, we'll use this facility instead of obviously cancelling training. So it's great to actually be able to do something at least, inside rather than calling training off. But really good facility with all the equipment that's in here. Try to make it as relevant to the stuff that we're doing on the pitch. Adam, our first team fitness coach, he keeps us very, very busy in here. We actually do things during sessions as well, so we'll do a bit of rugby on the park, whilst one group are doing a bit of work in here. So yeah, Adam likes to keep us in shape, beats us, etc. But yeah,
what's your favorite bit of kit? What do you spend most time on?
To be honest with you, probably the bikes and stuff like that. They're good. We're doing a lot of running and stuff like that, so to keep yourself fit. But on the bikes, to get yourself off your feet, sort of thing. The weights, and obviously, not that I use them too much, but there's some boys in good shape here. They get some good use. Don't worry about that. But yeah, no, it's yeah, we're lucky. We've had the post protectors as well. They've just been stored in here at the moment. They're very new, so they'll be ready for the new season. All this was supplied, all the equipment in here was supplied by a local company called Equip for Gyms, who are great. And just mention obviously Carwyn, Morgan, and Salvo Giannini there as well. Jeff Davis, Tom Samuel, is a plaque there just to recognise the contribution they've made towards the club by putting this facility in place. We try and make it as homely as possible. So I think there's a few bits to go up on the wall soon. Fridge in there, which is stocked up with drinks, etc., for the boys to train.
And where do the profits go for those drinks?
So they go on to we've got a little Monzo account set up. The boys, some of the boys, Ellis Evans, first team captain, Steph Taff, and that, they work quite hard to keep it stocked up and keep in charge of the money, ready for the end of season socials, etc. Yeah, and or any bits of quick kit really. I think this was paid for by the funds from the Monzo account, as well as another couple of bits. So we just put it to use really.
Yeah, it's great to know that, like, if you buying something here, then it's going straight back in.
Oh, definitely,
straight back in.
It's like any rugby club, isn't it? We do it for fun, we do it for the social side of it, and it's all about putting back into the club as much as we can on the pitch and off the pitch.
Definitely. Now, talking about the club and the future and all that kind of stuff, tell me more about the Rugby Tots thing. How did that come about?
Well, no, my little one was doing something similar in a place nearby, and unfortunately that came to an end. So I just thought it was something I could do. So put together a group of tots really from the area, and we run it every Saturday morning at the moment, weather dependent, but we mix it up on a Friday or Sunday morning as well if needs be, if the weather's not great. And it's great to see the kids out, enjoying playing, and that then is a stepping stone onto the mini ones that we've got. Paul, in charge of the juniors, does that with the mini ones over in People's Park, our other pitch by the leisure centre. And then I think we've got age grades going up then to the under 13s at the moment. So it's we're flourishing as a club, the junior section, really good junior section. a lot of promising players. Yeah, it's about keeping hold of them now, keeping them interested, to eventually become first team players.
Yeah, fantastic. Now, you were very good enough to run with me for the last, how long was it? That
I
last,
think it was just under 5 miles, I think.
just under 5 miles. So tell the people about that trail that we took, because it was really, really beautiful.
Yeah, again, like we discussed during the run, we're blessed here in Llanelli with the coastal path. So we run from Bury Port down to the harbour and then onto the coastal path then. Some lovely views, isn't there, along
Beautiful.
the way of the estuary, Llanelli Beach, etc. And we stopped with the Phil Bennett monument to the old post from Strady Park, which we'll go on to in a second, just around the corner. Yeah, and it's just, it's like I showed you the other clubs in the area, the cricket pitch and the tennis club and squash courts as well. We're lucky to have all of this on our doorstep, so yeah, it's a great little area for leisure and sport, really.
Yeah, and Strady Park, obviously incredibly famous,
Yeah,
historical stadium. What's happening?
Luckily, we kept the name, but unfortunately, the rest was turned into houses, and they moved down the road to Gloucestershire. And you're going to visit there tomorrow. Amazing stadium, great facilities there. So that's the way rugby's going, isn't it? The modern game. We used to have good memories of going down to Strady Park, watching Llanelli and then the Scarlets. It's a shame it's had to leave the area because it was in walking distance to town, etc. But we'll have a look at the garden shortly and what's left of it, and you'll see the difference in the facilities tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's take a walk.
Yeah, perfect.
We're going to walk quite quickly. In fact, I'm going to ask you to talk about what we're going to see as we go, because it's basically a lovely. Oh, we've got to lock up as well first. Yeah, hang on. We
do the posts.
Yeah, hang on a second. You've got to introduce yourself. What's your name and what do you do here?
My name's Alan Davis. Played Surrey, played for the club in 1973. Still committee money on now, so still do something.
Yeah.
Our rugby posts. You'll see another set of rugby posts.
Yeah.
When tomorrow, that's your first stop. Tomorrow is Furness.
The second pitch there, and say so. We're lucky. There's so many clubs in a small area.
Get through there.
Yeah,
it's a good photo.
And I was telling Tim about the old post we had on the way down with the old W's on the top there, and me and Nick were talking about it the other day.
United up there, which is the first stop tomorrow. Nice. Now the next here, which is a lovely covered seating area. Tell me about that, Carl. What we got there?
Local business, Marzano's. They were over at festivals. Recently moved here. So he does coffee, food.
Let's go under there because the rain is coming down.
Etc. And he's open during the week now, especially in the summer holidays. So it's, again, attracts families, kids, etc. to come and play on the pitch whilst families are eating. And we had a match against the Quins, didn't we? A warm-up game against the Quins when he was first down here. It was great. Obviously we have the club and the bar and stuff up there, which people go to first and foremost. But people came here as well for what Andrew can offer, and it was great feeling. There was a real buzz here, wasn't there? Yeah. We were hoping to emulate that on Friday, weren't we, under the lights, but unfortunately our game was cancelled last minute. So it's just going to be great going forward. He's put this up recently because obviously we need it.
Certainly right now we do.
It's great. And even with the tots in the morning, he opens up and families can have a coffee and stuff. But it's great, when it's busy, and he's doing parties and stuff now as well. So we trained on Tuesday to a live singer, which was a bit surreal. Yeah, so we're calling the moves and a live singer was going on. Yeah, with the lights as well, with the recently installed floodlights, were great. Obviously it's going to become a better venue, daytime and nighttime, for training and entertainment and things like that.
It's a wonderful space. I love things.
That's the only thing.
Where's the scoreboard?
The plan is that. Yeah, because you play in and you're like, what's the score? And you look and there's a crowd of people here, and it's like, I don't know. It
needs to be at the top end, really, doesn't it?
I think Kyle mentioned the tots. Obviously, I played back in 73. My son's played for the minis and juniors. And my grandson now, he's
tots,
tots as well. So it's 3 generations. Yeah.
Sport club rugby is about, isn't it? And it's about trying to make sure it's not just the first team, it's everybody else, and you get them from young age, and unless they go on to Ashes New and go on to represent Wales or Scarlets or whatever it is, they go, and we've got a few boys that we've gone and done that. We've
Let's go and look at them now, shall we? Right, just run on in, guys, because it's absolutely pounding down with rain here. I'm going to show people the clubhouse here. There we go. White bottom and the brown top. Do you want to just say, Alan, quickly how long that's been in place?
Official opening was 5 years ago, 2018. As it happened, my granddaughter's birthday, 27th of April. It was opened by our MS, assembly member then, our equivalent of the parliament then.
Yeah.
He came down to open it because we'd had funding from anybody who'd give us money, really, which the Welsh Assembly, the Welsh Rugby Union, a lot of local people, local authorities and things like that. If anybody had money giveaway, we had people who were willing to chase it up. If you look at that little box there, that's where you find me on home games. When I tell my that's where I sell my programs from.
There you go, people. If you want to find Alan in the little brown box.
Game, funny enough, you turned up, didn't you? You snuck through the gate down there, didn't you? You avoided the box, but
Yes.
Right, let's go inside in the warm. You guys go ahead. I'm going to run in a second. It is cold and wet and rainy. It never rains in Wales normally, does it? No, I didn't think so. Ooh-wee. I don't have that problem. Lovely, thank you. Oh, that's better.
That is the official board.
Yeah.
Llanelli Wanderers. As you see, the various sponsors and
Stuff.
enable us to do it. It's a big venture. The old changing rooms used to finish over there. It's just one story. So then we got a 2-story building. And if you come this way, you can see the
Yeah. There is some memorabilia up these stairs, folks. So hang around to see some unbelievable shirts.
apologise for the.
There is a bit of work in progress, but that's fine. Nothing's ever finished, is it, really, in a rugby club? Yeah, absolutely. Right. Hang on a second. Let me just go. So tell me about Clive.
I played the odd couple of games with him.
I'm going to just come around, stand this side. That's better. That works.
Played the odd couple of games with Clive, but he went to London Welsh and he was selected for the 1974 Lions to South Africa, and they won. And
The more famous Lions,
Yes.
isn't it?
and on the day of the team was announced, Alan Thomas, who was the team manager, an ex-Wanderer again, he arranged the dinner. Well, we arranged the dinner in the Straddy Park Hotel, which is quite famous these days for the wrong reasons. It's been taken over by asylum seekers. And we had a dinner there. Willie John McBride was captain. He came over from Ireland, and all the Welsh Lions who were selected, they were all there as well. So it was my first dinner because I joined 73-74 season, and it was my first rugby dinner with the club, and it was a fabulous evening. And as you say, if you have a look around at some of the jerseys, there's some famous names there.
So these are all ones that
All presented by Clive.
so people he would have played against.
Played against,
Right.
swapped shirts after the game and things.
So we'll show a couple here. It's only stood up to me. There's one there. Says Blanco.
Yeah.
John Carlton, England. He's a very, very good player. There's another very famous name over here as well. Felix Teller.
Paddy Batch of Australia.
Yeah, whole load of great shirts.
And that's the main attraction on the wall there.
Yeah.
That's a signed shirt, Lion shirt of the team that won in South Africa. So
That is
that's what the two
yeah.
put a Clive in action.
Well, that's a good one, isn't it?
It was Billy was.
Yeah. Should we go inside and take a look at some of those portraits? Because they're really, really great. Go forward.
He's only getting injured.
So I'll show the people first. There's a lovely, lovely right here on the wall. Really beautiful. Who's this guy?
Morgan, he played going back to the 70s all the way through. He was vice chairman, and we had a message from him. It is from immediate effect. I'd have to say, due to ill health, I will have to finish as committeeman as vice chairman. That was in something like October, November, and he passed away in January. But
Right.
another friend of mine who's on committee, Tim Jenkins, very talented artist. He painted the portrait of Mike.
Beautiful. So we take there's another one over here as well. I love these things that are somewhat unique in rugby clubs.
When you look at it, you think, oh, it's a nice photo. But that again is a portrait painted by Tim. Our former secretary is Steve Pike. He's also a member of the Welsh Rugby Union District G rep. So another former teammate of mine. He's a couple of years older, but he's captain of our seconds team when I was playing. So me and Steve go back a long way.
Yeah. And how many of these photos on the wall do you reckon you're in? Because we've seen quite a few already, haven't we?
Not all up here, but there's about
Where's the one with the hair? I want to see this one.
my first season 50 years ago. That's me. That's 73, 74.
Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff.
Another one here, black and white. When we played the touring team from France, Limoges. This is undated, but I would say back in the 80s. And there I am again.
Yeah. And this is the artist here, right?
It's Tim, yeah. He's the artist who painted the true portrait.
And what about these shirts here?
They're the latest to be presented to the club. Luca Giannini, in fact, his uncle is our club president, Salvo Giannini. And he's done, as you saw earlier, he's done a lot of funding for the gym and things. He's done a lot of that.
Yeah.
Look there, then Zach Giannini is Salvo's son. So great that Salvo played in the same team. There.
Okay.
And himself, Salvo Giannini.
Is this his company here on your? Yes.
FG Soils. And
Get that in.
he also owns a pub up in Llanelli, the Bridge.
Amazing. Okay, I think that was everything, wasn't it? I think that was everything. Amazing. I'm going to finish this video off, and I'll come and see you again in a second. Fantastic stuff here at Llanelli Wanderers. Couple of other things. I've only just got beer taps as well, so they're drinking pints recently for the first time in a while, which is great. I mean, everybody wants a pint after the game. And another thing is they put in a lift here as well, so it's very friendly for people with disabilities, or if you've just got kids with a wheelchair, apparently. That is the end of this one. Day 5 is in the can. Let's go tomorrow with day 6. I've got no idea where I'm going. I'm going to have to go and check my schedule this evening. But please remember, it's for the My Name's Doddy Foundation. It's for the 4ED campaign and the Freddie Crisp Trust, trying to get a world free of MND. Help me if you can by sharing this video. If you've enjoyed it, obviously. If you can spare some change, then there's a Just Giving page via the website, which you should be able to find. And yeah, join me again tomorrow on day 6. Bye, everybody.